Okay, so
Yeah, so I do think that my predictions for this because last week,
mhm.
me and Jib Jab were having like a trying to predict like
Who
which
will
teams were the better teams
uh,
during those groups. So so yeah, we did predict that West Visayas is the dark horse of the
Mhm.
competition right now. Like they just came out of nowhere.
I agree. I've seen them. I've seen them. They were all over. Like they've been winning competitions
Competitions
lately.
lately, and
I haven't heard about these new bloods actually.
all right, so we'll be moving into the picks and bans while we discuss these things out because the teams are already set, as I've been hearing actually. And I'm quite excited for this. I'm quite excited for this. CPU has been very consistent in like the last
Reaching
in the
the next
last
games.
2 3 years. Actually, I've been there since the start of their dynasty. Of course, always coming to St. Robert's
St.
University, but
Roberts.
like who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Maybe they'll have the
yeah,
redemption
maybe
arc
like
this AcadArena,
fifth
right?
times the
Fifth
charm,
times the
right?
charm, I
Fifth times the
guess.
charm. But anyways, right off the bat, the Echo gets banned along with
Along with Camille, and
Camille.
on the other side, the Dragons banned Lee Sin and Vayne.
Yeah, interesting about the Leeson ban is that it was very well contested last match,
Last week.
last week.
Mm.
Considering that it was buffed actually, the Dragon's Rage, this ultimate, has been buffed with 25 damage each level. So
Oh.
it's like it has a stronger early game and more tempo when it comes to these small fights. Like if you have extra 25 damage, that could be like life or death from
Indeed,
some of
I
these
agree.
fights,
I agree.
especially with an assassin like jungler like Leeson. But of
Of
course, with the Morgana ban,
Morgana ban. It's always
this is interesting because it actually makes the Rakan Saya a threat because the Morgana technically
cancels
full counters
the
Rakan
Rakan.
engages
Mhm.
with the back shield. So if you don't first pick the Rakan, but
They
now Silas is also open, so this actually opens the playing field between the drafts right now.
I agree. And I actually lately I've been playing against a I've seen how powerful this Silas is because you see here he's like
But this is
suddenly
actually
they got
this is one of the strongest picks as well. Supports.
they're still gonna pick
They're still
Silas.
gonna pick the Silas.
Like I was saying, Silas is just a monster. Like he has this like a very low health. He just uses his W. Was
Yeah,
it?
the Kingslayer, and
He regains a lot of health. It's like
the lower the
like
HP, the more the healing. And one thing about this is that he
crazy.
actually plays well against some compositions, especially high spread controlled compositions like the Nautilus Lead, because he just hijacks those ultimates
I
and
agree,
uses
I
it
agree.
against them. So it synergizes with most compositions, even if you do lack CC, and just base it around single target carries and picking potentials. You can still have CC with if you have Silas
If
on
you
your
have
team,
Silas.
considering that the opposing team
Has
has
a
large
CC.
CC. Like
Ooh,
this.
that
Oh my goodness! Look at the amount of CC that he could steal from this. He could hijack.
This
from
is this
enemy.
is
This goes through.
a risky move for the Dragons. I mean,
But now they opt in for the Cossacks, which is
probably
very
they saw they know what the CPU is going to do.
interesting that nobody's prioritizing the Rakan Sai, considering how powerful that bottom lane tandem is. But of course, I do want to point out as well that this could be the last time we get to see Silas jungle before he gets gutted next patch. I've seen the patch notes, and he will not be able to sustain in the jungle. Like one or two camps should
Really?
get him to like one bar left of this one
Damn,
box left
damn,
of this
that's
HP.
bad news for
Like,
all those
yeah,
Silas jungles.
7 armor minus reduction on him. No sustain a jungle at all. But we do finish it off with the
Yes.
Fiora. Because CPU's top laner is known for his carry tops. He
Mhm.
plays Aurelia greatly and Fiora as well. I think his name is Psalm.
Mhm.
And he's a Korean actually.
Oh,
The top laner's a Korean.
A
So that's
Korean
interesting.
main. Let's go. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Korean
And,
powerhouses in Iloilo,
And
yeah.
now we see the Golden Lions banning Zoe. I mean, yeah.
Annoying.
I
It's
kind of
annoying.
I
It's
kind of
annoying.
understand because she is a very annoying champion to face against with.
Yeah, following that up with not her bubbles with like crowd controls from the Nautilus would be absolutely
She
annoying
could
to
she
go
could like
against.
literally one shot almost everyone. It's absurd. It's absurd.
But I do like this matchup between the Colette and Fiora. It's more of a skill based matchup,
Mhm.
considering how well you could time your riposte with the Clad Bear cap on a rope, right? If you could time that properly, then you probably win the trades as Fiora. But if you can't time it properly and Colette just unleashes, full
I mean,
it's gonna be
probably he can counter the parry with the third skill of the Kled.
Yeah.
And as The only problem Kled will have here is Fiora's sustain
Exactly.
ability in the lane.
And
But probably he can counter it with the Executioner's Calling. But we'll see, we'll see.
yeah, and I do, and since Glad is
Oh, there it is, the Saya.
partially tanky,
Mhm.
you could. One thing that I've been noticing from some of the pro teams in the Philippines right now is that when they play against Fiora, they rush level 1 Bramble Vest. Because
Oh, yeah.
it puts Grievous Wound, so
I agree.
it renders the healing from the passive,
I
from
agree.
the...
That's much more better than the Executioner's Calling, in my opinion.
And yeah, so we round off the composition for the dragons with the Misfortune and the Ad. And this is looking really old school, but I don't know, it kind of looks easier to execute, to be honest with you guys.
I agree. I mean, they have the Kled and the Nautilus ult with the Misfortune, but you have to consider all of those CCs that they need.
Ultimates as well.
The CPU can have that as well because of the Silas.
Yeah, especially on the hands of Nixu, one of the best junglers in the Visayas region.
I cannot wait.
Fun fact, the thing about Silas is that there is a bit of a nerf on the cooldowns of his ultimate, but still, look at the amount of choices he has. He
Agree.
could take the Ani ultimate, he could take Misfortune ultimate, which is not gonna deal 80, but 80 damage actually
Right,
from the
right,
Misfortune
right.
ultimate as well. Clad engages, and even the Nautilus.
The Nautilus ult.
So much variety.
Imagine that with the right execution of the pike, they can stun almost everyone. They can cancel everything.
CPU is looking like
disrupt everything.
CPU is looking like a ticking time bomb. They scale better, but depends on the execution. If dragons actually lets the Fiora get going and start split pushing, and no one can match her, I think.
I think it will be an easy game for CPU.
But we'll be loading into the Rift. We'll be right back. That concludes the draft, and we'll see you in the Rift. This is your
Exciting matches coming right here in Esports AcadArena.
I'll bring you to life on the wild side. I'll bring you to life on the wild side. I'll bring you to life on the wild side. I'll bring you to life on the wild side.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. Looks like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break.
And we are inside the rift. Ooh, Hextech Annie.
Welcome, ladies and gents. So far we're not seeing any tricky invades to start things off. I think they got spotted here by the misfortune. No, they haven't actually.
Ooh, grabe, skinners. May Hextech Annie, and then there's this
Expensive
gun
skins.
goddess na misfortune. They're the Davao City National High School is flexing their skins right now, but we'll see if their skins match their skills.
Well
Oh, grabe,
said.
like all their as skins.
Very well said, very well said. Let's see. I do think that the pathing for both these junglers would be vertical jungling, considering that Silas starts off red. Both junglers actually start red. So, interesting. It's gonna be hard to start these engages off with Anomalous, considering that the Pike just renders them hard. Cancels out
Cancels
their
that
combination
hook, right,
damage. There's just so much CC there in that department, and it's hard to trade with that as well. But, of course, Gun Goddess Misfortune is really strong when it comes to doing things. So much. Yeah, she's starting this off as oof, that's
That one Hadouken took a big chunk of Annie's life.
30 seconds
so,
until minions
I also noticed that Yor is gonna come to lane a little bit. So yeah, priority on the bottom side of the map for CPU, where there is priority on the top side of the map for dragons here for the Davao CPU.
Just poking the hell out of
Yeah, this is gonna be an
Annie.
annoying lane.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is not a matchup that Annie's gonna enjoy a lot, because considering their the way that she tries to gap close, there's just so much range.
I agree,
and
I
there's
agree.
no gap closing ability for Annie.
For
so
Annie.
she tries to go in, she just
She's just gonna get Arcano Pulse, man.
yeah,
Yep.
or eat an E on the face before
know.
they get close. And
If she gets stunned, she's gonna. This is gonna be a living hell for Annie.
yeah, to start off the lane. Nice up there.
Oh, Miss Hook.
Dodges is on the floor. Very well played. A small micro. It's just so annoying.
The range of the Seret is just really annoying. And considering the fact that yeah, like you said, Annie doesn't have the range capability to throw her skills. Ooh.
This is gonna be a very successful lane, as I said, considering the push advantage that the what do you call this? Oh, there's
Oh,
actually a
there's
gap
gonna
on the
be
top
a
side of the
gap.
map. There's
Silas
boss
and
there onto the
Kled.
very trap of the rope.
Oof, and we will have the first blood
Okay.
courtesy of CPU.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad move for Kled because he dashed in the wrong position.
Yeah, you never go and dash forward if you do not have the proper vision of where the jungler is, or at least even know where the jungler is starting. Because when he dashed in, that was already like 100% full signal. And Dahl didn't even need any help there. He actually carried the bear trap on a rope.
Look at that.
Sad.
Getting
Yeah, that was
bullied.
really sad.
It's looking very grim, an early grim for Davao City National High School.
And as I said, the win conditions for CPU is get this Fiora online and start these right now. Oh,
And
no.
dead.
And that even forced the flash to top off.
Oh. Pretty dark for Davao City National High School.
Yeah, this is interesting as well. Kyrian didn't go for. Oh boy.
Oh my god, look at that damage. Oh my god, he forced the flash. Oh, okay. Yeah, he. Oh, Pike is already there. Oh! He he actually won that one.
My goodness. So the thing about this is I really thought that Kyrian should have went to the blue buff and taken it, because the fact that they went for vertical movement is already go signal to invade each other's opposite buffs. That's always that's League of Legends 101. And I don't think the Cud should have forced that fight, considering that he's so down and he got first cap, right?
Yeah, he did.
And he had a minion disadvantage when that minion was pushing in. You should never take trades when the opposing laner has more
creeps than you, right?
minions, exactly. Each one of those hits takes like 16 health, so that's a lot.
Yep, exactly. Especially considering you are at low level. That's not a really good idea.
True. That.
Probably he thought that he could win because you know he had the health advantage against Fiora, but that's a Fiora. She will just regenerate that health in every hit that the passive drops.
And
bullied
wow,
in the lane.
look at
Hadouken.
all this damage. But I also want to point out the fact that CPU is now on a 3,000 gold lead.
3,000 gold lead.
5 minutes in the
5
game.
minutes in the game.
Which is really sad considering that the win conditions for the side of Davao Dragons was actually
Stopping
Yeah,
that
this-
powerhouse Fiora.
start off with an early lead. But here comes Syria actually
That's
going on to the front, into the mid lane. There's still flash on this, holding on to the flash.
Oh, but nope. He's gonna take. Yep, he took down there. Almost every lane they are getting pummeled by CPU. Here comes a pledge for the rescue.
Ooh, he actually goes down there and wasn't secured.
Unfortunately, he misses. Oh, but that pledge actually sealed the deal. I mean, will this be a comeback for Davao City National High School? But we'll see.
That does slingshot the clan well. That was a very well done TP. But of course, he's gonna miss a ton of CS
CC.
and
Plus the
experience.
place for Fiora.
Yeah, a ton of XP and experience there from the top side of the map. It was a good play, but it helped his team and it slingshot him a little bit back into the game. But experience-wise, I don't think that much worth, considering that Fiora can now all in anytime she wants. She's gonna get to level 6.
I agree.
So
What we're seeing here that the misfortune is really under leveled.
really hard time. Ooh. Both of them are actually level 6, so excuse me on that one. I was miscalculating the experience for the clan actually with the 2 kills.
But here we see the Silas and the fight coming in, just annihilating the jungle. Nope.
Yeah, no flash there. So that was a guaranteed kill once again, and they're just bullying this concept.
I agree.
Jungle right now.
His own jungle.
Nixu with 45 CS.
Oh, look at that. Tons of damage from that Saya right there.
And this Annie is not having a
He's not having a good time, man. I swear. He's just bullying Annie right off the bat.
Nixu and Jade and Jisoo is actually hovering onto the jungle side here on the right side. So this could be a potential dive as
Oh, we're seeing a bit of a fight in the bottom lane. But,
oh, that's actually 2v1, and I think he can still fight this, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
If he kites this properly. Regression is actually going for the 2v1.
Oh, but
and he misses
unfortunately, he
it.
misses that one! Oh, he did not see that single minion in front of him. That was sad. He could have gotten that kill. He could have killed the Saya though.
I think this game's over at this point. I mean, look at this. The Saya is 66 CS to 16 CS from his fortune. And that was a 2v1 matchup between them, and they still lost the matchup there. So,
And then
Botman's
now they will
definitely
have,
destroyed.
and now they will have the Infernal Drake.
Look at the accuracy from the Seraph as well. This is getting much. This is massacre
Really
right now.
dark for Davao City National High School. Will this be an easy game for CPU? And we see this Kazakhs
Yeah, this is
trying
looking like,
to get back on his feet after all those ganks from that Silas.
CP is just flexing.
Yes, pressing their muscles. We might not have
Young
the
bloods.
skills, but we have the skills, brothers.
But we're veterans. We're veterans. Indeed.
They will teach Davao City National High School the ropes.
Get in line, kids. Get in line.
Get in line.
St. Robert's is ours. St. Robert's is ours.
We will have that sweet redemption arc.
Yeah, but look at this right now. Like,
The Fiora is just really powerful right now.
finished his TMF at this point, and Sai's on her way to get. So,
This how are you gonna? And also considering that 7K gold lead,
it's gonna.
and he's just invading. He's just tearing off Kazakh's jungle.
And I don't think even one single tower has been damaged.
Has been
at all
damaged
from
by
all of them have 5 platings, whereas
plating.
all turrets from the side of the city is about to be destroyed. 3 platings
God, look
for
at
all
that.
3.
Just
That's already.
three. Oh, we see the Kled hovering for a gank on the middle lane.
It just goes to
Oh,
show
also
that
the Kazakhs.
getting outclassed in the lanes, and I do think that they should start making
Oh,
placements
there
like
is the Kled.
these.
Oh, but we see the Silas coming in. Oh, he took it. Oh, goodbye. Oh my god. Oh my god. They are getting pummeled by CPU, and the Fiora is just carrying plates after plates. This is really not looking. And 10-minute ace.
Ace.
An ace.
Interesting. So that was a shutdown gold out in a Rouge, but I don't think it was.
It was.
worth it. Yeah, it was 2 for 1, and then the bottom side of that was 2 for 0 for nothing. And they get the turret from the lane.
All the 5 plates has been taken out by CPU.
CPU has a chance to do a record breaking, which is no team has ever done this in EAA. So I hope they do it right now. kind of. Let's make history and finish a game before 20 minutes. Okay, but that's never happened actually in EAA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been keeping track of that and of that stat. No one's actually done it before. So if CPU can do it
We'll
right
have
now,
the fastest game
have the fastest
in
game.
EAA history right now.
could they break the record? I think the fastest game was like somewhere around 22 minutes.
22,
minutes.
22.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But I've been keeping track of this since I've casted practically every game in EAA in Visayas. And nobody's done it actually, so I want to see it actually happen. But it's gonna be sad for them.
It's sad.
Receiving
It's
end. It's
sad
like your
for that
first
one.
time in EAA, and then
and then you were faced against these giants, these monster killers.
exactly. And oh boy, bad spot here from the Seraph. Actually, he has no backup at all, no flash as well.
But
Because
Fiora, what the Fiora is coming in? Oh my god! Will we see a?
Kiting them, he's trying to kite them in, and here comes.
Oh what? You just swallowed that stun. Oh, here we go. Arcade barrage.
And there
Boom.
goes 3.
Goodbye.
Arcade
no
shots.
Kobe's. No Kobe's for Sarah right there. For CPU.
Oh, the heal.
Rouge.
What? He pressed heal. Oh, no. Are they trolling at this point? Come on, dude. Come on. You hit at
Stop
least
playing
just try.
with your food.
At least just try it. Maybe that's fortune.
Oh, no damage whatsoever.
They're sieging mid lane at this point, and our Rift Heralds are getting taken by Mixu on.
I think they're going for that early good game.
Yeah, hopefully. I wanna
A nice
see
warm
that
up.
record broken. Oh
Ooh.
my goodness.
What? Probably he thought that he was gonna use Pike's gonna use the ult.
Already on time. Oh, we got engagement here on the middle lane. Actually, as everybody's gonna go in unleashing hell, but it's just
But unfortunately, they are
going
just-
in on who, because look at all the damage in the world is coming in for the Silas.
Oh my god, this
With
is
Shelly?
This is so sad. This is so sad.
Still going in for this, so this is practically free inhibitor. Oh wow!
You do not do that in front of the Golden Lions, my brother.
This is just a wipe.
This is just bad. Sad.
Some of them are gonna spawn a little bit later, and with the item advantage, I think they could end it.
They can do it. I mean, look at that. It's a 50 full lead.
They just spent it properly. But it's wreaking.
Oh my god, they did it. Look, 13 minutes.
But the damage from the Fiora is just unbelievable right now. That's what Tripper still trying to finish this game off as fast as possible. Flashing off, saving that sweet KDA. But now they are knocking on the door. They on the
Good.
next.
Oh my god. This
Level. And this is history in the
14-minute game.
Ladies and gentlemen, 14 minutes in, and they absolutely
Oh my God.
destroyed their competition. here.
Devastating whatsoever.
City Golden Lions, 14 minutes
Oh my god.
finishing
Oh
the
my
game.
God.
Mike even went for like a Medjay Soul
That
Stealer
was really
on
fast.
Spike. Who does that? That's just insult.
I'm lost.